I think there's a whole kind of agenda of like, because I didn't used to be a Christian, I didn't really grow up in a Christian household. I was very much a feminist, very much like a Marxist, so Karl Marx, like religion is the opium of the people, it's all a lie, you're all chatting nonsense, like you're chatting out your backside kind of thing. And then I had a crazy out-of-body encounter where I encountered God, and I was like, what the hell? I was just
when
like...
When you say out-of-body, how
I was kind of at a nightclub, I wasn't taking any drugs.
Yeah.
I had drunk, but not enough to hallucinate.
Okay.
And I came out of my body, saw myself in the back seat of a car. I was in a drug dealer's car at the time, funny enough, but I wasn't taking any drugs. My friends were. And I opened the passenger mirror and I saw my eyes and they were lifeless. And it's like I could see myself from the back seat, but I was sitting in the front seat and I was dancing like this. And immediately, like, this impression came upon my heart, and it's like I heard, and I say I heard in my heart, not by my ear, because I actually the next day heard by my ear the audible voice of God. But in that moment, I felt God saying to me, you think you're living like in this lifestyle, but you're actually dead. You're dead in your sin. And I was like, what? Because I was thinking, I don't use that terminology. I can't think that thought. I'm not that. I don't think that. I was enjoying myself, so I was thinking, what the hell? The next day, my friend invited me to a church. I was like, okay. I went to the church, walked upstairs with her. I could hear the choir worshipping, and I literally heard the audible voice of God say to me, home, you are home. And I was like, what? This is all nonsense. I was dating an Arab guy at the time, and again, like, similar to you, I was like, yeah, no, religion's all the same. And I sat down, and the preacher was preaching, and then he just said, you know what, if you want to know Jesus for yourself, if you actually want a relationship with him, just put your hand up, say this prayer with us, and just believe in your heart, and God will draw you. And I was just like, So immediately my hand just went up, and I was like, okay. I tried this Jesus thing out for a week, so I'm quite logical, so I was like, okay, I'll try this out for a week, this Jesus thing. That's literally what I said in my head. and then
yeah,
if it's not for me, I'm out. And I went home that night and I prayed for the first time, and I was like, I don't even know how to pray, God, but help me, kind of thing. And I just literally gave the Bible a chance. I gave God a chance, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's not even this is a truth. I was coming thinking this is a truth. Me and my mustard seed of faith was like, yeah, this is just like one way. This is like a way. Yeah. But then when I got to the Bible and Jesus was saying, no, I am the truth and the way and the life, and shows it when you actually read through it, and yeah, like the way God loves women. The first evangelist was a woman. Like the first person that Jesus showed himself to after that was a woman. He entrusted women with the gospel before men. Like God created women, and he created them comparable to man. When women were getting raped in the Bible, when women were getting, like, all these things were happening to them, God, the God.
So is God a man or woman then?
God is spirit. He's not a man or a woman. We're spirit first before we're man and women.
Because I hear so many times people refer to God as he, him.
So when you think, yeah, that's true. They do. I think that's because God has kind of, when God was like relating himself to like the Israelites, so like earlier on, he's relating himself as a husband. He also relates himself as a mother, funny enough. Like a mother in pain, in childbirth. It's in, he's like, he's long suffering, like a woman in childbirth, waiting for people to come to him. So he's not slow to his promises. That's in the New Testament. But in the Old Testament, he also refers to himself as like a husband, and you got to understand, like, he's speaking to us in ways in which we would understand. So you understand like what a father's like. Yeah. So you might compare your love for like a child you have, like that you're not maybe like paternally related to, but you may be like, that's like my son, because you see them in that way. So it's more so, it's not God is that, it's God uses imagery to show how the love, the sort of love that he has for us, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm here with Lauren Milne.
Recorded.
Yeah, recording. Lauren Milne or Milne?
Milne, yeah.
Milne, yeah.
No, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. And just introduce yourself, a bit about yourself, and your music.
Okay, so don't look at the camera. Who are you?
Both. You can look at the camera and you can look at me, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm Lauren Milne. I am a singer-songwriter from Northwest London, and I have been writing songs since I was about 4. Like, as soon as I could write, I started writing poems and songs. Yeah. But it was, you know, small little things.
Yeah.
But I never really took it seriously until I got to university, and we were just talking about Christianity then. That's when I grew in my faith, and my faith is a big part of my music. I write, but I wouldn't say it's solely... I write about my experiences and the pain that I go through, and how I deal with that, and
I've heard some of your lyrics and they sound really deep.
Like you listen to Safe Place, like it's a vibe, and you're like, wait, hold on, these lyrics do not match.
Properly,
So I talk a lot about like mental health. I talk about domestic violence. Actually, if you listen deep in the lyrics, I talk about just things that political things that people go through, things that I've been through, and I always express like hope and joy through it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I would say, if you want to put it in a box, it's neo-soul gospel.
Neo-soul gospel.
That's what I would say. Sharing the good news.
Yeah, because I think, is there some mentioning of heartbreak or someone that you really love, like, in there as well? I think I hear it.
You might maybe think, if you listen to No More Blues, when I've got a lot of feedback that people feel like that's heartbreak, but it's actually not. It's about domestic violence.
Okay.
And like my childhood and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that something that you went through yourself personally as a child? Then?
Yeah, something I witnessed.
Something you witnessed. Okay.
Yeah. So growing up. But I just talk about how the song is about just how we don't have to stay in the blues. So I use the blues, the 12-bar blues, to show that I'm no longer blue. I love the blues, and the lyric is now since I found you, the blues can't make me blue anymore. So it's just talking about, you know, my expressing my love for God through music that allows me to not be blue, like writing songs and knowing Jesus is this. What makes every time when I go through something, even though like as humans we go through loads of stuff and we will continue to, because that's just the way this world is. On this side anyway, but but you don't have to be blue, you don't have to stay in that place of depression or sadness or self-pity or like victim mindset, so or grief. I felt that in my songs as well.
Someone you've lost?
My grandma.
Okay. See, the thing with me, I find it hard because I'm really close to my mum, you know, not close to my father or anything, but I can't say I've experienced proper grief yet, but the day will come obviously when that happens. I've lost distance, you know, grandma and stuff like that, but because I wasn't as close with them.
It didn't feel as big of an impact.
Exactly, yeah.
I hear you.
But then seeing my mum cry, because she was really upset when she lost her mum, that was painful. And you know, when I listen to your music, I can connect with it because I feel like you're talking from your heart. Like it's proper heartfelt. You can feel it. Like honestly, when I'm just sitting down there, I'm like, Lauren's in this room. She's here talking to me right now. It's like I can speak to you.
Yeah. That's great. So, that's what I want.
Yeah.
It's because you want to be able to connect with people. So that's
and in terms of like gigs, events, how's that going? I mean, do you do much or?
Yeah, so I do gigs every about 2 times a week. 2 times a month.
2 times a month, okay.
Yeah, so not that much, I would say, but
that's enough, you know.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, it depends what you're after, but for me, I think that's a good amount. I mean, obviously you can get more, but
yeah. So I do that. I also run an event called Jug. So it stands for Jam Unto God, and it's like
I've heard that. Jam Unto God. I've seen clips of that. Yeah.
It's just like a live music night where I grab loads of musicians together, singers, and we just hit the basement of this coffee shop that I found, and it's like a really intimate space.
Wow.
Set up a kind of cozy concert vibe, get carpet, everyone comes in, takes their shoes off, and we literally just jam. So it's all songs made up on the spot, because that's something I love to do. That's what I thrive in.
It's like freestyling, but singing wise, yeah?
Yeah, so if you see my YouTube, I do like a lot of that, and that's more kind of worship, gospel, contemporary music. And it's all like off the dome, off the top of my head. Might end up rapping, might end up singing.
You rap as well?
Well, I've been told that that's the case. I don't think that's the case, but more like a sing-song rap. You know how Drake...
Yeah.
Or Lauren Hill. I love Lauren Hill.
Oh, Lauren Hill, yeah.
So the way she might sing, like, doo-wop, the way she might sing her rap.
Yeah. And whereabouts is that then?
It's in Northwest, in a place called Church Street, near Marylebone.
Okay. Is that where you're from, roughly? Or
Yeah.
Okay,
that area.
Yeah.
So it's a little...
That sounds really, really cool, actually. I can't sing. That's the thing.
Doesn't matter. You can still come.
I can try and rap. I haven't rapped for years though, because I used to rap a lot when I was a kid.
Okay.
MC. Actually, I was into all of that.
Where are you?
Do you remember? I don't know if you're old enough. Do you remember Bagley's?
No. Is that like? But I might not know.
For all the people over 30 and over, we all know about Bagley's. It was a big rave, like literally back in the day.
Okay.
I think was it King's Cross or something. I can't remember, but. Yeah, it was a big rave.
And everyone would like go and MC?
MC, dance, shoots in. Yeah, it was like properly, like, yeah, it's crazy to think how you, like...
I mean, I might have known about it.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, you're too young for it, so...
Yeah.
But, yeah, nowadays, I mean, you've got events... I don't think there's anything like properly, like, yeah, you've got... some events.
There's nothing really consistent.
Consistent and properly just like a mass group of people. When I say like a mass group of people.
Well, not with this coronavirus now. I'm not really getting... won't be doing much of those.
I don't let that scare me though, to be honest.
No, you shouldn't.
I don't let it scare me because, listen, it's too much for me to get into, but I personally think if you will catch something, you will catch it. It doesn't matter where you are. You know, I've got friends who work, you know, doing all types of dirty jobs, cleaning and stuff like that. If you catch it, you catch it.